Hi, welcome, welcome. Um, Let me know any questions you guys have. Today's live is all about answering your questions on how you can build multiple streams of income. Comment down below your business avenue, whatever business you're in, so I can help you guys. And then any questions you have. Okay. Yeah. So there's many different avenues to creating multiple streams of income. Sometimes we're thinking about how can I do it because I don't have enough finances to do it, right? I don't know how to create the income streams just because I'm not in the right position financially. Many a times you don't need to be. Okay. Majority of us overthink our businesses, overthink our purpose. We don't know what avenue we're supposed to go into. There's a lot of that goes into the back end work of actually launching your businesses, your purpose, whatever it might be. But how can you create from one business? It's not multiple businesses. It's not like you start in one avenue, such as let's say you're a painter, right? And then I'm telling you to create multiple streams of income, you need to go into real estate. You have to get maybe buy an existing business. Don't get me wrong, those are great avenue streams. I really truly believe in those. I believe in buying existing businesses. I believe in real estate. I am in real estate myself. But if you're not in those industries, you do not need to start that right away. Okay. If you have the desire to do so, then different. But if it is something that you have a purpose and you're just looking to build the business you have already, such as I mentioned in my last video, my video that went up yesterday, is there's multiple different ways to create from being a painter, just a painter, a nurse, all these jobs that you may have a set 9 to 5 as a hotel clerk, as a receptionist, whatever you're doing, you can create multiple streams of income for yourself without having to change directions. And that's what I'm teaching on my channel is how you can actually build your business simple. I called my playlist Business Made Simple for a reason. Okay. I am in the industry of real estate and business myself, and I help others grow their businesses. Okay. I'm an expansion consultant, and I help you take your seed, my company, Multiply Your Seed. I take your seed and we help you grow into multiple streams of income. So, on this live today, I just want to answer a whole bunch of questions that I know a lot of people had asked me and they want to know. So, I did answer some of the questions in my last video, which went up yesterday. So, take a listen to that. If you had any questions that you did answer on my Instagram poll, but if you didn't answer, let me know right now. Leave some questions now in the chat so I can answer them for you guys. Okay. But how can you grow your income streams, right? Number one way to grow your income streams is understanding and defining your why. Like, why do you do what you do on a day to day basis? Why did you start this business? Why did you start becoming a hairdresser to begin with? All these will be the driving force to why you're going to keep going. Okay. It's hard to, if you're trying to grow a business, but you don't know your why, it's going to be very difficult to grow. And why is that? Because you're going to want to give up when it gets hard. But when you have a strong why behind you, you know you're pushing towards the mark. You know you have something you have to hold on to in order to see the success that you want to see. And in order to do that, you have to press. You have to press in with the why that you have in your mind and that you've set for your business, what God has told you to do with your business. You have to hold on to that why. That's one of the keys to starting any business is determine your why. When you determine that why, it will continue to push you forward. When hard times come, storms come, financial hardships come, when new directions comes that you have to turn a new direction with your business itself, you have to have a strong why to be able to do that, because you're going to want to give up early. Okay? Business is difficult. And one of the biggest things that has kept me in business, and when I first started my real estate business, I just got pregnant, and I'm gonna deliver any any month, any couple days now. And I had to make the decision. I said, okay, how can I, from what I know, and I want to get into real estate, how can I create multiple streams of income from real estate to be able to not have to go to my 9 to 5? A lot of people have to go to their 9 to 5s, and I completely understand that. I was a physical therapist assistant. I know that, and I wanted to create, but I was going on maternity leave. Regardless, I was going to have to leave my industry for a time bit. So what I did was take that time wisely. That 5 to 9 when I got home, I made sure I was driving home what I wanted to continue when my kid was delivered. And that's what I did. I set myself up. I started in wholesaling real estate. Okay. And I got that niche down. I got it down. And what did I do? I started diversifying my income. I got into rental properties. Okay. We got into Airbnbs. We got into teaching and mentoring because we have so many different people that wanted to learn how to get into real estate in general. And we also we started a nonprofit. Okay. And that was helping people who just honestly didn't have the means to be able to get into real estate themselves. We started a nonprofit that we can help them get their first properties, either through wholesaling or rental properties. It is easier than you think. We may think it's hard, but it really isn't. Um, if you guys let me know what kind of industry you're in, I can really help you break down how you can go from just this one business that you're in. I gave the example yesterday in my video as a nurse. Okay, let's say you're a nurse and you've been a nurse for multiple years. You have so much knowledge that you have to give to other people. You're not just a nurse. You went to all that schooling for no reason. It wasn't no reason that you went to that schooling for, and you've had all this experience. You're now in the hospital, you're taking care of patients every single day. You have the knowledge. You just have to have faith in what God has given you, and you have to be confident in the knowledge you have. And I said, let's take high blood pressure for an example, right? A lot of people have high blood pressure. How can you help those individuals? As your 9 to 5 as a nurse, how can you take that and add more income streams? What have you learned? Okay, like, such as, what are the best benefits for high blood pressure patients? Can you sell that for $10, $5? And you may think that's nothing, $5, $10, but when you start getting an online presence and selling this, you're also going to be able to grow that business. And multiple people are going to come to you just for the knowledge that you have about high blood pressure. Because let me tell you, it's something that is worldwide that is happening to a lot of people, but they don't know how to take care of it. Even if it's like meal plans that can help change your blood pressure and keep it low or keep it where it needs to be. I'm not a professional nurse, but I know a lot of nurses that have this issue where they're working a 9 to 5, but it's not cutting it. The money is just not allowing them to do what they know they want to do, such as take vacations, be able to actually grow their business, that their side hustle, the stuff they actually love to do, but they haven't been able to do because their nursing job has not been paying them the way that they would like it to be paid, right? And so, how do we have to do this? We have to diversify our income, but we have to get back down to that why. Why did we get started in nursing? And that seed is what gets multiplied. Okay. So, as a nurse, what do you love to do? You're taking care of patients. You're caring, compassionate. You enjoy that part most of the time, right? If you don't like what you do for a 9 to 5, I would just say get a side hustle and let that build you out. But if you do love your job as a 9 to 5, you're just not making enough money. This is what I'm really starting to teach, is like, if you do love what you do as a 9 to 5 every single day for 5 days a week, you don't need to change directions completely. You just need to learn how to diversify your income. And in order to do that is you have to determine why you started what you did. And when you do that, you start visualizing what is the end goal for you? What's the end result when it comes to this why? Okay, what do I want people to get in return? Okay, high blood pressure patients. You see this a lot, I'm pretty sure, in emergency room, and everybody coming in with it. It's affecting them, it's causing death, whatever it might be. How can you be a solution to that big problem? Okay, that is what I'm trying to get across is now when you have this issue, how can how can you be known for this? And not even this, like, let's say you're a painter, right? And you want to learn how to diversify that. I saw the other day, somebody made a blanket, right? And that blanket had the picture they painted on the blanket. Now they're selling the painting, but they're also selling these blankets with the painting on it because somebody might want it in a different fashion. Why can't we just start selling like my kids, right? They watch Rachel because they're young, right? And why can't Miss Rachel start selling mats, right? That have her face on it or whatever she wants it to do. Those are how you start diversing your income so you get your time back. This is one of the keys. When you start diversifying, you get your time back. And one of the things that you really want to hone in on in 2025 is how can you get your time back? Because this world is moving regardless of what we do on a day-to-day basis, regardless of what we do from our 9 to 5, regardless of how we keep moving, the world is moving. And in order for us to keep up and be able to financially keep up with the world of where it's going, you have to start venturing out into different streams of income. If you're a real estate investor, okay, you can take that seed as a real estate and how can you diversify it into 4 different properties? Okay, how can you have more income that's coming in that you can have more time back with your family? That is how I teach it. That's what I teach. You're a painter. How can you start creating the paintings and put it on your blankets and on mugs and on all these different streams of income that will eventually give you your time back because you're going to start doing what you love. So this is going to bring energy to your brand and to your business itself. But you're still going to be able to pour in to that brand by diversifying it, creating a website and creating blog posts about what you do and why you paint and how you paint and what's your inspiration for painting, what's your motivation for painting. All this accumulates your income streams. You may not think this, but it really does work. And if you even look at, let's say, Rihanna, right? She's a big singer, worldwide singer. She took her brand as singing. She started a beauty line, okay, that had nothing to do with singing, right? But that is something that she was passionate about. And now, from that beauty line, what did she create? She created now Fenty Skin, okay? Then she can created now Fenty Clothing. All that has now generated 3 different income streams. And that's what we need to do. We need to be able to diversify our gift and our purpose and our business. If your business is a hairdresser, okay, you're the one that you do everything with hair. How can you diversify that? For one example is you can have different clients on a membership role. So meaning they're going to come in every month and they pay a set fee of just having you access to you, right? On top of them paying you already to do their hair, they're also going to have a membership. Now, I can have you every Friday on this day of the month, whatever it may be, but this is causing you reoccurring income. And that's what we're trying to create. With every business out there, you should be trying to create reoccurring income. If you have a website, you should be having a blog. Okay. You should have products you're selling. Okay. You have to have courses you're selling. You have to get yourself out there. And in order to now diversify that website, you have that program that you're diversifying in everything that you're doing across the board. Okay. Water bottles. I'm just giving you an example, right? Poland Spring. What did they do? They had Poland Spring water bottles, right? Then they created these small water bottles that are still Poland Spring, but now they're just a different size. Then they created the bigger ones because people like the bigger ones, who knows, right? All these, all these three different water bottles are creating them generational income. Okay. And this is what a lot of people aren't really kind of getting onto this wave, is being able to put yourself out there in different income streams. Okay. I was able to do this through my real estate journey. My We have a flooring company and we're diversifying that income. There's so many ways that you can diversify without even knowing. A lot of people just don't know. And that's why I have created, like, you can book a free call with me to be able, and I'll give you some examples of how you can grow your brand, how you can start marketing your brand, how you can start just diversifying what you do and why you do it. Okay, that when you get down to the meat of the why you do something, it transforms your business. So if you have any questions, feel free, as I just kind of give you guys some tips that I have on how you can grow your business and how you can go into multiple streams of income. Just leave your comments down below, leave any questions, and I'll happily answer them. Okay. I really, this model is not mine, right? I really want to give full disclosure. This is from the Bible, straight from the Bible. God talks about all these income streams and how we're supposed to diversify it. In Genesis, in the beginning of the Bible, he talks about be fruitful and increase in number. Okay, be fruitful. Your seed needs to produce fruit, right? You have to have that fruit inside of you, which you do, right? That purpose that God gave you. You need to make it fruitful and you have to increase in number. And in order to increase in number, right, you have to start diversifying. And that's what God teaches straight in the beginning of the Bible, is how we can start diversifying our income. Okay, with the stuff He gave you, with what He poured inside you, how can you start venturing it out? And then He tells us that we have to be cautious in what we're venturing out. We also have to be cautious in the idea of that you're actually have something that is worth putting out there. And that's one thing a lot of people don't really understand, is that we can create a business all day long, but if no one wants our business, it's going to be difficult. Okay, it's going to be difficult for us to grow. It's going to be difficult for us to really venture into these multiple streams of income. But now is the best time to understand that the market needs what you have. Okay, God called you to do something enormous and big, and but you're the only person that can do it. And if you don't show up for your job, many people aren't going to be freed from what they could be freed from. So I wanted to really leave you guys with the idea that when we start a business, in order for us to scale, we have to envision the end from the beginning. Doesn't mean you're going to know the whole story, right? It doesn't mean you're going to have every detail written out of the journey. But when you start thinking that the end, this is what the end should look like, you're going to start walking towards that end. And in order to see your business start slowly reaching that end, we have to make daily deposits. Every second, every day, you're doing something that imports into the business, meaning you're watching something that imports, such as this live, right? That's helping you diversify your income. You're also reading, right? You're listening to something, whatever it may be, you're pouring into your business as best as possible. And when you show up, things move and happen for you. I hope you guys were blessed by this live. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I would happily answer them. See you guys soon and God bless you. Bye.